Hey guys, it's Jonathan, Wrestling Talking the Shop. We are in beautiful Tampa, Florida this weekend for the Royal Rumble, and we decided to stop by Eddie Graham's grave and pay our respects. And we're going to show it to you all. Follow this way and we'll take you out this way. Eddie Graham, he was famous promoter of Tampa, and he got his start with Dr. Jerry Graham. Well, he actually started in Texas, but he famous doctor. He got his tag team partners with Dr. Jerry Graham, who was also, that was Vince McMahon's favorite wrestler. If you didn't know, I already know that just from knowing about. But there it is, 1930, 1985. There's Edward Gossett. His story is documented. Him and his son's story is documented on the Dark Side of the Ring.
But his early life, he was born in Dayton, Tennessee, January 15th, 1930. He's blind in one eye. Lived in a troubled home, sold newspapers and eggs at the age of 12. And his professional career, he got his start in Texas after being trained by Clarence Cowboy Luttrell. And they occasionally billed him as the brother of the Nature Boy Buddy Rogers under the name Rip Rogers. And so he lost a loser leaves town match to Pepper Gomez in 1958 in Texas. And then he ended up down here. But in 1958, he changed his ring name. He started going by the persona of Eddie Graham, and he was billed as the brother of Dr. Jerry Graham, Crazy Luke Graham, and then he would later join the group of brothers. But Jerry and Eddie were very successful villain tag team of the East Coast of the United States. They had popular feuds with the Fabulous Kangaroos, the Bastian Brothers, Mark Lewin, Don Curtis, Antonio Rocca, and Miguel Perez. They held the NWA United States Tag Team Championship together in Capital Wrestling, the forerunner of World Wrestling Entertainment, 4 times, winning the belts 3 times in victory over Lewin Curtis and once against Lewin and Curtis, and once against Red and Lou Bastian.
I believe he had a falling out with Dr. Jerry Graham, and that's how he ended up in Florida. I'm not 100%. Don't quote me on that.
But in the spring of 1960, he left the team and went to the National Wrestling Alliance's territory in Florida to wrestle. While there, he had a feud with Professor Boris Malenko. And Eddie ended up taking over the booking and promoting for Championship Wrestling in Florida in 1971. He wrestled in tag team matches with his son, Mike Graham, until 1977. And when he retired from the ring due to health problems, Graham returned to the ring a year later. In 1979, he defeated Killer Khan by pinfall after the referee was knocked out and subsequently interfered by Mr. Hito and Kazo Sakarda. On Khan's behalf was fought off by his son Mike and Ray Stevens. Graham's last recorded match was against Terry Funk on March 3rd, 1982, and was ruled a draw. And he was also the president of the NWA from 1976 to 1978, thanks in part to Gordon Soley and Dusty Rhodes. And then Graham was absent as NWA president in 1977 and 1978 due to serious health problems that he suffered from, and he had to step down. But if you look at his personal life, dude went through a lot. A window fell on him that detached his retinas and caused him to have like 300 stitches. And he ended up getting the Florida legislature gave him like $23,000 for the incident. And he said that his eyesight was poor because of blade jobs, so he ended up having to have surgery to correct that problem. And then his championships, he held the Capital Wrestling Corporation World Wrestling Entertainment NWA United States Tag Team Championship 4 times with Jerry Graham. He is in the Hall of Fame class of 2008.
Was he ever an NWA World Champion? I don't think so. I don't think he was. No, I don't.
He was the NWA Florida Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, but that's just their version of the world title.
Anyways, and his championship wrestling from Florida championships, he was awarded the NWA Brass Knuckles Championship 2 times, the NWA Florida Heavyweight Championship 1 time, the NWA Florida Tag Team Championship 1 time, the NWA Southern Heavyweight Championship 3 times, and then the NWA Southern Tag Team Championship 2 times. And then the United States Tag Team Championship with Dick Steinborn. And then also the NWA World Tag Team Championship in Florida with Ike Evans, Sam Steamboat, and Bob Orton, and Jose Lothario.
He's also a member of the WCW Hall of Fame. He was inducted in 1993, which that didn't surprise me because WCW always, they were always more of an NWA closeness, and his son worked for WCW.
He also has scads of
and
other
he's also a member of the 2008 Hall of Fame in WWE. And he did a lot for he was inducted by his son Mike Graham. He did a lot for the community, a lot for boys and girls community, and he ended up doing had some bad real estate, investments and whatnot. And just like, the territories they all died, and everyone knows, if you know how Eddie Graham, you know how he passed away. I'm not gonna get into that here, but we just want to stop by and pay our respects. And guys, we appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. We do all things pro wrestling on the channel.